Hi everyone, hope you are staying safe. Coming to this topic, will we be discussing about a project, most probably machine learning project named as fake news prediction system. This is a very interesting project because in this case we are going to use textual data. The main use of this project is to predict whether a news is real or fake because the increasing popularity of social media, more and more people consume news from social media instead of traditional news media. However, social media is also spread fake news which has strong negative impact on individual users and broader society. Now, first of all, let's understand the workflow we are going to follow. Okay, so first is the collection of data. So we need to collect this data. So this data set we are going to use basically a labeled data set. It consists of several thousands of news articles and it will be labeled as either it is real news or fake news. So it again contains other details such as author of the news and the title of news, etc. Okay, so once we have done this data set, we need to pre-process this data. So there is a lot of work that need to be done in this pre-processing step when compared to numerical data because computers and system does not understand text. They doesn't understand character, they just understand numbers. So we need to find some suitable way to convert this text project in the news to meaningful numbers that the machine can understand. Okay, so we will perform various function in this pre-processing step, so it will be very interesting. Okay, so once we pre-processes the data, when we convert this text into meaningful number, we need to split the dataset into training and test data. So we feed this training data which is pre-processed to our logistic regression model. So in this project we are going to use a logistic regression model because this is a basically classification project. So binary classification means we are going to classify the result into two types. It's either real or fake. So when it comes to this kind of binary classification problem, logistic regression is always the best. Okay, so once we train this logistic regression model, we get a trained logistic regression model. So we'll do some evaluations on this model. So we find the accuracy score. So once that done, we have a trained logistic regression model. So in this trained regression model, we need new data to this model. Okay, so for those which we don't know whether the news is real or false. So once we give the data to our model, it can predict whether the news is real news or fake news. So this is the workflow we are going to see. Okay, so let's get started to the coding part. First of all, let's understand this data set. I have already uploaded this data set. Now let's understand the features in this data set containing ID. So ID contains the ID of news. So there will be around 20,000 news articles and this the ID serial number of that news. So this not that much important for us. And then we have the title of this news articles. So it basically contains the title, so what it is about, that news articles. Then we have the author name of news articles, and then we have the text of the articles could be incomplete. So at last we have label, a label that marks whether the news articles is real or fake. There will be two labels. 1 and 0. So now 1 represents fake news and 0 represent real news. Okay, so now let's start the coding things. First of all, we need to import the dependencies. Dependencies are nothing but the labels and the function we need in this code. So first we have imported here NumPy module. So NumPy is very useful for making NumPy arrays, and after NumPy I have imported pandas. So pandas is very useful for creating the data frame and storing the data in data frame work. So and then we have this regular expression library. So it is useful for searching words in a text or a paragraph. Okay, and then we have this natural language toolkit corpus. So from that we included stop words. So stop words basically means which doesn't add much value to a paragraph vertex. Okay, so these can be the words such as, it can be the articles or it can be the words like where, what, when, those kinds of words. Okay, so those words are stop words. So we need to remove these kind of stop words from our data set because it doesn't add much value about the content of the data. Okay, so that's why we need to import this topic. So using this function you will remove all the stop words in our data sets, and then using this a module in the library natural language toolkit. So we have imported the function steamer. So steamer, this function is used to steam our words. So it basically gives us the root words for a particular words. Then from feature extraction dot text in the scalar library we have imported TF-ID vectorization, which is used to convert this text into features vector. And then from model section we have imported this train text split function, which is used to split our data set into training data and text data. And then we have imported our logistic regression from scalar linear module, and after in the end I have imported accuracy score from scalar matrices. Now here I have imported all the library which I have need after in the end for the coding. So here I will download all the stop words present in here as you can see here. Okay, so now see what are the stop words. So for seeing the stop words I have printed, so I printed the stop words in English. So here these are the stop words I have told you can see in these words here. So these doesn't add much value to our data set. So during the streaming process we will also remove all these words from our data set. So now we see the data processing part. Now we load to this data set into pandas data framework. So for loading this data set into pandas data set we have to copy that path from here and simply paste here. So we need the map. Now we can check the number of rows and number of columns in this data set from here. Okay, so we have 20,800 articles, news and 5 columns. Now let's print the first 5 row of that data frame. Okay, so these are the features. First we have the ID columns which give the serial number of the news, and then we have the title of every news, and then we have the author of that news, and then we have text in these data sets. Okay, and we have labeled, so the label will be either 1 or 0. So 1 represents fake news and 0 represents real news. So this is the example of our data set. Basically here I want to count the number of missing values in the data set. As we can see here, there is no missing values in any articles. Okay, so now replace the null values with empty string. Okay, so after replacing the null values with empty string, we have to merge the author name and the title name columns, and after merging it I have stored it content articles. Okay, so now let's print the content articles after merging author and titles. So here as you can see that when I have merged title and author columns and stored these values in a new articles name as contents, we can see that there's Darlas Lucas Hoses, which is name of a authors, and after it there will be printed the titles. Okay, so now next I want to separate the data and labels. So for separating the data and labels, I have stored all the data values in variable x, and I printed this x, then I see the data sets. When I printed the y, I see all the labels. So then now wait a minute. When I have printed, as you can see that when I have printed x values, then I have seen all the data levels and data sets, and then when I have printed y values, then I have see all the data levels. Now in the next part I want to steaming. So steaming means remove all the prefixes and suffixes. Steaming is the process of reducing a words to its roots words. So now here, for example, I can see that actors, actor, actress, and acting. Here in actress, or is the prefix, and actress may in res are the suffix. So for removing that prefixes known as steaming process. So after removing this suffix and prefixes for steaming function, so now again separating the data and labels. Here again separating the data and labels and store that in x and y. Okay, so where x represent data and y represents label. Now after printing x and y value, we can see the type of the output. When I have printed x, then I see that all the values are in data format, and when I have printed, then I have see that all the values in label format, either 0 or 1s. Now we have to convert this textual data. Now we have to convert this textual data into numeric data format, because my computer systems only understand numeric data. So okay, for converting this textual data into numerical data, we have uses the TF-IDE vectorization function. Okay, so now after converting the, so wait a minute, Okay. Now here we split the data set to training and test data. Okay. So okay. Now let's train our logistic regression model. We have all the mode dot fit functions. Okay. So for use model dot fit function, we can train our logistic regression model. Okay. So now we have to evaluate the accuracy score of our data model. So for accuracy score our data model, first off we evaluate the accuracy score on training data. So for training data purpose we use model dot predicts function. So let's run this and okay, now now print the accuracy of the training data. So here when I have print the accuracy score of the training data, this will print accuracy score of training data almost 98%. Here I can say that almost accuracy score is 98%. Okay, now I want to know that the accuracy score on the text data. So using model.predict function, I can check the accuracy score on the text data. Okay. So when I printed accuracy score of the text data, we can see that here also we found almost 98% accuracy on the text data. So now we have to evaluate same on text data, and now we are in our final step. Here we make a predictive system. Now let's in predictive system where we give the text data and then see either the news is real or fake. So here now let's run this code. Okay, as you can see here, it has returned a label called as level H0 when we have see that news is real. So now let's check for another value when we can put here when we can put here or when we can pass the value here, suppose 4, and run again for 4. We can see here we again found the level value at 0 and the news is real. Now let's check for another value. Suppose we enter 1. Okay, so we can see here we can found the level at 0 and the news is real. Okay, so you can try for different values and you can check whether a news is real or fake. So as you can see here our model is predicting correctly. So this is how you can make a predictive system. So when you give a new value, our model can predict its level and tell whether it's a real or fake. So that is about building a fake news predictive system. Thank you.